Hello and welcome to Arsenal Domination, where it is match day and Arsenal's opening home Premier League game of the season, obviously following on from that win last week at Old Trafford. Big atmosphere will be needed. I've talked to as well about the fact that this whole club will need to be united. Whether that's the playing staff, the coaching staff, the behind the scenes staff, and the fans, all need to come together to get behind this team and support them. And I think if we do that, we can have a really, really successful season. I think it's going to be a really interesting game. Obviously, Leeds new to the Premier League, they will have that adrenaline and excitement of coming to the big ground like the Emirates, and they will be absolutely up for it. But it'll be a very different one for them. You know, in the last few years in the Championship, where they've been one of the better sides, they've been very ball dominant. They were again against Everton. On Monday night, you'd expect that given the way Everton play that Leeds would be ball dominant. But I don't think that will be the case here. We sort of see Arsenal trying to, be quicker in their movements against Manchester United, but it didn't necessarily come off, but more direct, quicker into the transitions. Um, but they will. We do know that they like control and they will try and keep the ball. So it'll be very interesting. Do Leeds come and try and play in their normal way? If so, I think that will leave a lot of space, and Arsenal will be able to comfortably see out this game and probably win quite very, very handsomely. Or will Leeds be more pragmatic and drop in? It's not necessarily something Daniel Farke has traditionally done in his time as manager, both at Leeds and in the rest of his career, but that might be a more sensible plan. If you look at the way teams have beaten Arsenal in the past or taken points off them in the past, it's by being more pragmatic. So that's an interesting one. From an Arsenal perspective, then, what do we need to do? We obviously need to play better than we did against Manchester United last week. Where will the changes be? Eze won't be part of the side, I wouldn't have thought. But do we make a change on the left wing? That was clearly the area that was most disappointing. But nor was our right wing that successful last week. So that'll be an interesting one. Ben White, he's a doubt for tomorrow. Ewan Timber, his workload's being managed, but he may well be in line for a start. We know we'll have no Kai Havertz, and Christian Norgard are also out. So I think there'll be questions again at fullback, and I think it'll be a recurring theme this season. I think if Ben White starts, I'd be tempted with Miles Lewis-Skelly. It's my preference, but I think Calafiori will start at left back. And I think if there's been doubts about Ben White this week, then for me, Ewan Timber should be the man that starts at right back. And I like the combination there between Calafiori and Timber as the two fullbacks. I think that's a nice sort of balance between the two in the way they play. Otherwise, I think, the side will pretty much pick itself. My side will be then Raya, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel Calafiori, Zubamendi, Rice, Odegaard, Saka, Gyökeres, and I think Martinelli will get the start again here, but he is coming under increasing pressure from Madueke and in future games. Eze, let me know your thoughts.